Welcome to the Sierra Desktop Application Overview. This session is designed to help staff prepare for their move to the Sierra Services platform by giving a basic introduction to the Sierra environment and demonstrating some basic workflows. Once the Sierra environment has been installed, users should be able to access Sierra by double-clicking on the Sierra icon in their desktop. Note, the old Millennium icons will no longer function. Unlike Millennium, Sierra uses only one login, which acts as a hybrid of the Millennium login and initials. Once arriving at this screen, just key your login and click the login button. When logging into Sierra, some Windows workstations will have security settings that try to block access to Java. If this happens, just click Unblock to proceed. Now let's move into a basic orientation of the Sierra catalog search screen. Most of Sierra's layout should be very familiar to Millennium. This was done intentionally to facilitate an easy move to Sierra. There's a new, modern color palette, but most actions and tools work as they did in Millennium. The Millennium client had separate modules for each of its functional areas, such as cataloging, acquisitions, serials, ERM, and so on. Sierra, however, is a unified application. What this means for the user is that you can access all the different aspects of Millennium's various modules in one unified application, and easily move between those functional areas by accessing the function drop-down menu. The list of functions available in the drop-down menu will vary by login based on the needs of the user. One of the areas of Sierra that is very different from Millennium is the record browse. We've taken inspiration from Encore's robust, faceted browse display to offer a new search experience to Sierra users. The new Sierra record browse offers many more options to enhance your search experience. There are facets, material type icons, additional information on availability, book jackets, and an ability to have a sneak peek at record information. The record summary screen is very similar to that of Millennium, with the most notable difference being that Millennium's horizontal row of tabs is a vertical stack of tabs in Sierra. All the data displayed, tools, buttons, and options available in Millennium are still available the same way in Sierra. Next, let's take a look at Sierra's record editor. The old record editor in Millennium resembled a word processor screen with all the data in one large white space. In Sierra, we've updated the look to be more form-like, resembling editors and bib utilities. While the look is updated, all the keyword shortcuts, macros, tools, and functions from Millennium still work the same way in Sierra. So, if you use Ctrl-G in Millennium to verify headings, that's how you do it in Sierra. All processes should work exactly the same as they did in Millennium. For example, let's verify the author heading. Locating the appropriate authority record is the same process you're used to from Millennium, while Sierra's new interface offers some additional options. Sierra retains the ability for users to customize font, font size, and color preferences in the record editor. One of the visual changes to Sierra is the new back button in the record editor. Like most web applications, the back button is in the upper left-hand part of the screen. Another new feature in Sierra is the new Advanced Search Browse query, which leverages the power of Create Lists in a record browse. The Browse query uses the familiar Create List input form, allowing you to search both indexed and non-indexed data to generate a result set. An added benefit of Sierra's new Postgres database is the ability to search for more granular data than ever before on holds, finds, bookings, and patron data. You could only tell if a hold existed in Millennium. Now in Sierra, you can search all aspects of a hold, such as if a hold is frozen or when it was placed. Unlike Millennium, Sierra is a unified application, allowing users to quickly move from one functional area to the next with a click of a mouse. Let's move over to circulation now. Now we've changed from cataloging to circulation while only having one application open. In Millennium, this required two applications open, Millennium Cataloging and Millennium Circulation, and used 2 user licenses. The layout in Sierra's circulation desk is also very familiar to Millennium. The same tools and options are available, and the tabs are on the vertical stack on the left. Let's search for a patron to see more of Sierra's circulation interface. Like in Cataloging's record browse, Sierra has a new display for the patron browse, quickly offering more details on patron type, home library, messages, and many other record details. It also offers facets to aid in finding the right patron. The patron browse also offers a more information pop-up to see more detail from the patron record. Details such as address, email, etc. aid in verifying the patron. Once you identify the correct patron record, open it by double-clicking or using the Select button to begin the circulation transaction. The Checkout function in Sierra retains the layout, tools, and actions that circulation staff are used to from Millennium, but with an updated color scheme. The upper area still has brief patron information, and the lower part of the screen shows circulation transaction details. Like other areas of Sierra, the Activity tabs have moved to the left and retain all the same functions from Millennium. Like other parts of Sierra, any place you see the eye icon means you can hover to see more details. In this case, hover over the eye to see more patron record data without having to leave the circulation desk screen. We'll move through the tabs to illustrate familiarity with Millennium workflows, then proceed with the checkout. Now let's check out an item by scanning in a barcode. Overrides behave the same as they do in Millennium. If prompted to override, and if your user does not have proper authorization, Sierra will ask you to input a user login with authorization, not requesting initials as Millennium did. Now let's add a manual charge. As with other circulation transactions, we preserve the steps and options used in Millennium and ported over all aspects of your system setup, including lists of predefined charges. As you can see, while Sierra offers a much more modern look and feel and introduces some new tools to enhance your user experience, all of the familiar steps, screen layouts, tools, and options from Millennium are preserved in Sierra. This should make transitioning to Sierra an easy and enjoyable experience.